yet different. Neha and Sneha were twins. It was very difficult to tell the difference between them. They looked exactly the same. But they were not the same. Neha liked sweet food like cotton candy, while Sneha liked sour food like orange jelly. Neha's favorite toy was the hard wooden rocking horse. Sneha's favorite toy was a soft teddy bear. Neha loved to drink hot tomato soup. Sneha loved to eat cold ice cream. Neha's favorite color was light blue, while Sneha's favorite color was dark blue. Neha liked to stay indoors and read books, but Sneha liked to go out and play. Neha and Sneha both had short hair. Neha liked her hair tied, but Sneha liked to leave her hair loose. Neha and Sneha had many differences, but they loved each other very much. They would always say, "We are the same, but different too." Flowers all around us. Anaya and Ishan had gone to the supermarket with their mother. While mother was shopping, Anaya and Ishan decided to go look at the food section. They saw jams, pickles, snacks, drinks, and many other things. Ishan was looking at one of the drinks and said, "Look, Anaya, they make drinks out of flowers. This is a rose syrup." "Wow," said Anaya. "I saw something made of flowers too. It is something Mummy uses every day. Can you guess what is it, Ishan?" "Oh yes," said Ishan. "It is sunflower oil. Mummy cooks food with it." They decided to go to the other sections to find other things made with flowers. They went to the tea section. "Here, look, Anaya. Jasmine is used in tea as well," said Ishan. "Interesting," said Anaya, looking at the box of tea. They went to another section, which had household items. Ishan saw incense sticks. "Look at these incense sticks, Anaya. They use jasmine and rose for fragrance." Ishan said they also use flowers for fragrance in perfumes. Anaya looked around and found soaps, shampoos, and even hair oil that had used flowers. Just then, Mummy came and said, "Come on, we have to go home now." Before leaving the supermarket, Mummy asked them, "What were you both doing in there?" Anaya replied, "We were looking at the things in which flowers are used." "Mummy, we found hair oil that was made with hibiscus," said Ishan. "Really?" asked Mummy. "Where else do you see flowers used?" Ishan replied, "I have seen garlands made with marigold flowers and bouquets of roses. And I have seen rangoli made with flowers too, said Anaya. Let us set a few flowers in the vase at home today, said Mummy. Both Anaya and Ishan replied together, We want roses for the vase. Mummy smiled and they returned home with red roses for the vase. The Mango Orchard. It was a warm summer day. Daddy drove Mummy, Ria and Mihir to Uncle Ronnie's mango orchard. Uncle Ronnie was Daddy's friend. He was waiting for them in his jeep, along with his 6-year-old son, Kevin. The orchard was a little far from the farmhouse. The open jeep ride was fun. Ria and Mihir saw some cows and 2 horses. Suddenly, a dog came chasing the car. Woofie, Woofie! cried Kevin. Woofie was Kevin's pet dog. He too joined them in the jeep. On the way, they saw many big mango trees. Uncle Ronnie stopped the jeep. They walked down the road that was covered in the shade of the huge mango trees. Kevin ran to one of the trees where a lady was sorting the green and yellow mangoes. Ria was amazed to see so many mangoes. Mihir told both Ria and Kevin about the use of mangoes in juices, ice creams, and milkshakes. Ria asked the lady, Auntie, why are you separating the green and yellow mangoes? The lady replied, We will use the green mangoes to make pickle that Kevin's grandmother taught us a few weeks ago. Uncle Ronnie and Daddy chose some sweet ripe mangoes and asked a helper to pack them. It was afternoon when they returned to the farmhouse. Mommy and Auntie Amy served hot lunch. They all enjoyed the fresh mangoes with ice cream for dessert. They thanked Uncle Ronnie and Auntie Amy for the orchard tour. Ria gifted Kevin a crayon set and a storybook. It was a fun-filled trip to the mango orchard. A trip in the sky. It was the last day at school. Ronak had just come home and was very happy that his vacation has finally begun. He asked his mother, What are we going to do this vacation, Mummy? We have planned a surprise for you, Ronak. But first, like always, we will go to visit Grandpa and Grandma. Ronak was excited. Yay! Another train ride! I love train rides. We sleep at night and in the morning we reach Grandpa's house. Trains are so much fun. The next day, they left the house. The taxi stopped. Ronak looked outside and said, Daddy, this is not the railway station. Where are we? We are not at the railway station, son. We are at an airport, said Daddy. An airport? Then how will we catch our train? This time, we are not traveling by train, said Daddy. We will be traveling by an aeroplane. Just like you go to a railway station to board a train, in the same way, you come to an airport to board a plane. Ronak was excited to see a new place. While entering, a security guard checked them and their luggage. After entering, Ronak saw that many people were waiting in a queue. What are they giving out there, Mummy? Asked Ronak. That is the place where you collect your boarding pass. It's like a ticket to travel by plane, explained Mummy. Ronak had learned about an aeroplane in school. Aeroplanes are the fastest mode of transport, said Ronak. Daddy replied, Yes, son. We will not need to sleep and we will reach Grandpa's house by evening. Wow, said Ronak. I can't wait to look out of the window. Once the aeroplane took off in the air, Ronak enjoyed the sight of clouds from his window seat. Ronak eagerly waited to tell his grandpa about his first trip in the sky. A safari ride. Pinky and her family had gone for a jungle safari to see some wild animals. She and her brother Billu were very excited. They all sat in a big van with the tour guide and started moving into the jungle. The van's window had a wire mesh so that no one would put their hands outside and no animal could come inside. After a few minutes, the tour guide stopped the van and said, Look, children, that is a tiger. It is the national animal of India. Look at its beautiful stripes. Just then, the tiger roared. Rrrr. They went a little further and saw a few elephants. The tour guide asked, Do you know which animal those are, children? They replied, Elephants. Correct, said the tour guide. Those are elephants. They are big and gray in color. They have big fan-like ears and a long trunk. Then they heard a sound. They saw something move between the branches. There were monkeys. They were hanging from a tree. One of the monkeys was carrying a baby monkey. The van moved ahead and came across a lake. They saw a crocodile near the lake. It opened its mouth, big and wide. It has a long mouth, said Pinky, and many sharp teeth too, said Billu. Grandpa pointed to the other side of the van. They saw a few deer. They had tiny spots on their back. The deer is a short animal, so it eats the leaves from bushes, explained the tour guide. After some time, they saw a few giraffes. "Those are giraffes," said the tour guide. "Because they have really long necks, they can eat leaves from tall trees. They have patches on their entire neck and body." They moved ahead. Mummy asked, "Oh, can you see those animals running? Do you know which animals are they?" "Those are zebras," said Billu. "That's right. A zebra is an animal with black and white stripes," said Mummy. While they were talking about the zebra, they saw something popping up from a hole. They went closer to take a look. Suddenly, they saw a little face with long ears. It was a rabbit. It came out of its burrow and hopped to another one. "Bye, Mr. Rabbit," said Pinky. "Well, children, that is the end of our tour. It's time to go. I hope you enjoyed yourselves watching the animals and learning something about them. Bye-bye." They got a photograph clicked and said goodbye to the tour guide. A lovely load to carry. It was a bright day. Toto, the tortoise, was out for a walk. He was soon climbing up a hill. Just then, a rabbit hopped by.
"Whoa, that was fast,"
thought Toto. He too tried to move a little fast, but he could not.
"Oh, this big shell. It is such a load to carry."
Toto kept moving up the hill. It was getting dark. Grey clouds covered the sky. Toto continued to climb up the hill slowly. A pretty peacock passed by him. Toto kept looking at its beautiful feathers.
"Wow, what pretty colorful feathers,"
thought Toto. He looked at himself. His shell was so dull.
"Oh, this shell is such a load. And it is so dull too."
Soon it was raining. Toto saw some squirrels run for shelter under the big leaves. The birds were flying to their nests. All that Toto had to do was to get into his shell. He was safe from the rain. Toto, for once, felt good about his shell. It stopped raining, and Toto began walking again. Swish! A snake glided by. Toto just kept looking at the snake's smooth skin. Again, Toto looked at his dull shell and wished he had a better shell.
"Oh, this big shell. It is such a load to carry."
The snake had not gone very far when an eagle swooped down and grabbed it. As soon as Toto saw the eagle, he quickly hid inside his shell. "Phew," said Toto. His shell had saved him again. Toto looked back at his shell and was happy that he had a shell. It was his own home. It was for his safety. He smiled at his shell and said,
"What a lovely load to carry!